Hi there, welcome to the archives. This one is wild. We're getting into Tiamat, who is a Babylonian sea dragon and the goddess of salt water. She's a Babylonian sea dragon and goddess of salt water. I just said that. This is the image. That's the image. Gorgeous. You see the dragon there with its wings and its tail. Babylon, I googled it. Well, I didn't Google. What is this? Ecosia? I asked Ecosia what is modern day Babylon, and it said the ancient Mesopotamian city in Iraq. So in today's world, Babylon would be located in Iraq. Hilla, Iraq. It's about 85 kilometers south of Baghdad, which is the capital of Iraq. So this is the region we're talking about with Tiamat. And so hers is a story of creation and new life, but also revenge, war, and death. It says that she's a complex character. She's both mother of gods and also the creator of demons. She's feared as well as honored. So basically, Tiamat is a goddess of the sea, and she took Apsu, who was a god of the underworld. He was a god of the underground freshwater, as her lover. So it didn't say they were married. Basically, she took him as her lover. So the sea here, this is on page 100. It says the sea provides food and nourishment, while fresh waters and like wells, rivers, lakes, they're safe to drink. So both types of water are necessary for life. So together, Tiamat and Apsu, they created all the gods and goddesses of ancient Babylon. So it says that she gave birth to more and more and more children. The younger gods started to become a nuisance. They were noisy, they were disruptive, and they were really disrespectful, is what it says here. So she tolerated their behavior because she was a patient mother, but Apsu was not. He was really frustrated with them. He told her he was going to destroy the younger generation of gods. She said, don't do it. But he feared that one of his kids would take over his place. Again, we've seen this countless times. How many times have we seen this story? This man is afraid that this younger version, this young person is going to take over, so he threatens to kill them. Remember we saw that in the Virgin Mary story with Jesus? So basically he's afraid of his own child, and so he carried out a plan to kill his kids. Okay? The young gods heard of his plan. His kids heard of them, and one of his sons, one of their kids, who is a mischievous god of wisdom and magic, he gave his dad a drinking potion and killed him. So father once was plotting to kill his kid. Kid hears, kid is like, oh, no. I'm going to come for you, poison his father to death. Tiamat, the mother and the wife, she's pissed. She's mad at her son because how dare you take my husband. And so basically the grandmother, she's a mom, she decides to go for her son's kid, her grandkid. So that's what happened. Ea had a son, a child who was a powerful god of storms, Marduk. Apparently, Marduk was out of control. He was playing with the winds. He was leaving chaos and destruction in his path. All the other gods were frustrated with his actions, and they begged Tiamat to stop him. So, you people want me to take him out. That would make sense, because that would be my revenge. So, as revenge, she took her own grandchild out to punish her own son for killing her husband. So basically, it says she created a vast army of monsters that were led by her other son, King Su, to basically show that, like, oh, this is my new favorite son, I'm going to have him kill his brother. Right? So she gave her son a tablet, not like a modern day tablet. At work, they put an image of the like old school tablets, like, back in the day tablets, with all of the symbols on there. Because we work with tablets like modern day tablets, but this is the olden day tablets. So she gives her son a tablet of destiny. Some of the other gods were really fearful. They're like, our mom she's losing it. She is drunk off the power. Okay, she's drunk off the power. She's taking it too far. She killed her son. She killed her grandson. She just, and remember, it wasn't Lady Murasaki. Wu Zetian. I think Wu Zetian of China was like that. She became like just a ruthless dictator. So basically, they try to find a way to negotiate with her. They were like, you tone it down, relax. You're doing too much. You're killing too many people. Like, you don't need to do all this, right? She wouldn't refuse to back down. So Marduk said he would fight the fierce goddess. Remember, Marduk was... Wait, I thought she killed Marduk. Wasn't that her grandson? Okay, hold on, let's go back. So maybe it's retracing how he died. I'm so confused. She didn't kill him, but she went to war with him. So basically, she sent her one son to go to battle with her grandson. Her grandson is like, let me take you on directly. You want to come for me? Let's do this. Let's go. So basically, he faced off with his grandmother with one condition. He would become god of all of the gods if he succeeded. The two locked into battle. Tiamat was formed a horrifying sea dragon. She spat and lashed at Marduk with her tail. He trapped his grandmother, Tiamat. He stirred an evil wind and sent it crashing down. She was unable to move. Her grandson moves in. He fires an arrow in her belly. Ruthless. Remember, Diana was also the bow and arrow. So Marduk basically shoots a bow and arrow at his own grandmother's belly. She splits in half. She dies and she falls apart. And he wins. Wow. He went for his grandmother. No, she came for him. Very Christian. Remember, they throw you and then they hide their hand. So basically, it says that in ancient texts, it says when she died, Marduk, her grandson, took parts of her body and used them to create the world. He hung half of her up in the heavens and used the other half for the earth. Her eyes became rivers and her breasts became mountains. Her dragon's tail joined the earth to the heavens for all eternity as the Milky Way. So her death allowed her son to kill her other son, Kingu. So he didn't stop there. He killed his uncle, who was sent to kill him. And basically, he took the tablet, he mixed his blood with soil, and he created humans. So in Iraq, back in the day, that's how humans were created. And because Tiamat took a form of a horrifying sea dragon during the battle, she's seen as a monstrous evil force, but also the mother of creation and a wife that was seeking revenge for her husband. She shows that a story can become more complex and interesting than just good versus evil. Very complicated story. Very, very complicated story. And we see a man here. Does he have tattoos? What is that? What would you say that is? Was that her son? Her grandson? I thought that was a bong. Is he smoking a bong? What is he holding? Oh, he is tatted up. So this is Tiamat. She is basically the goddess of, well, she's a sea dragon and the goddess of salt water. Her husband was a goddess of freshwater, I think maybe it was. Yeah, freshwater. Her son kills her husband, so then she kills her son. She went to go kill her son's son, but then her son's son killed her. Her grandson killed her, and it's just like a hot mess. So, see you next time. In solidarity.